1,000 acres of land Oprah owns in Maui. I just want to start off with that so people know how much land she owns. We're going to develop this later during the video. Oprah sat on the Weight Watchers stage and shamed people, as she has been consistently shaming people for years who didn't do what she does or what she claimed to do. When she said, oh no, people who take medication cheat. I'd like to do it the real way. Exercise, eating, blah, blah. She sat on that Weight Watchers stage knowing full well that she had been taking weight loss medication for months. And then what does she do? When she's caught, because she's caught, guys. The reason why Oprah came public wasn't because, oh, she wanted to come public. No, it's because, in my very humble opinion, she was caught committing fraud. And she didn't willingly give up her stock on Weight Watchers. I'll tell you what happened. I mean, this is insane. This is really insane what's happening and how she tried to gaslight people. And she's caught in a lie. And when she's caught in a lie is, I took it. So what? You're going to shame me for taking something? Oh my God, you're fat shaming me. I've lived with this shame. No, nobody would have shamed her for saying that she's taking medication, but she had to make a big deal out of it very publicly because she herself is a big shamer. She was shaming people for ages. And she's not humble. And her time of grace is up. Her time of grace is up and she can't handle it. I have a very stalky vibe here. Somebody's really stalking me.
First launched the fund, there was some backlash that came with launching the fund. And I want to address and acknowledge that backlash right now. And here's what I have to say about that. I get it, and I completely understand.
The Rock gave, you just saw The Rock apologizing for doing that sham thing of asking for donations, guys, from the public who are hurting for money to help the people at Maui, when Oprah herself has 1,000 acres of land in Maui bordering the place that got burnt down. She didn't offer people shelter in her land, on her land. She didn't offer people, you know what? The fire department can come through here because, instead of going around my extensive and vast land, they can simply come through here and it's done with and it's a shortcut. Please have people come to my land and, take shelter of it. Or better yet, I'm going to give them a little piece of my land so they can build back their homes that were completely devastated. No. What did she do? She got a camera crew, and went to Maui. And thankfully, and this is a big telltale sign, guys, that her star is going down because she wasn't allowed in with her camera crew. She wasn't. So, but she still managed to get people to film her on the phone instead of the BBC people. She talked to them because this woman is as a narcissist as they come. She desperately needed people to see her handing out pillows and diapers. She went to I don't know which place and she got a bunch of pillows, and these people didn't need pillows and blankets. They needed reassurance that they would get their homes back or be able to build back their homes, be able to bury their loved ones. Not a pillow so Oprah can get some camera crew and BBC filming her going around, because she talked to BBC and asked them if they could film her because BBC, which is a legitimate crew, a news crew, were allowed in, but she wasn't. And then she goes and does that very shameful thing with The Rock nonetheless. And the reason why she recruited The Rock is because deep down she knows that she is no longer enough, that she doesn't have that pull as she used to. And people are onto her that she's a crook, that she's a degenerate. And let me tell you, when Oprah I have a very good feeling that when Oprah's downfall happens, is gonna be epic, because unlike The Rock, who gave a very heartfelt apology after they shamelessly asked the public for money to, The Rock multimillionaire and Oprah being a billionaire, $10 million. I know it's a lot of money, but that's actually what she needs to write off taxes in order for her to get money back for having given a donation to offset her taxes. So she's not charged as much taxes as she would be. So in many ways, she donated the 10 million in order to make more money and pay less taxes. Isn't that terrible? Well, and this way, she's asking people to donate. Poor people, people who are struggling themselves. But, and as I said, contrary to The Rock, who came and said, you know what, I read the room. I now read the room, and that was wrong. I apologize, and I'm going to do better. What does Oprah do? She grabs all her crooked degenerates at CBS, along with her lover, Gil King, and they do a show. Oh my God, I was just trying to do good, and these people are horrible. These people are horrible. I was doing good. Huh. What, do they want me to give all the money? Never once an apology. You know what? Why didn't she do the same thing as The Rock? I misread the room. I apologize. Why? Because Oprah always has to be right. She believes her own BS, that she knows everything, that she should tell you what to do. Here's the car, take the car. Here's the car, take the car. By the way, those car things, it's terrible because people were really angry that they had to pay the taxes that were like $14,000 and they were really upset. Some of them couldn't even take the cars, but you don't hear about that because back then Oprah was that big that people were too afraid to speak out against. Not anymore. And she doesn't like it. Oprah doesn't like it, And the problem is that she doesn't have a talk show anymore where she can give away stuff, my favorite things. No, that's over and done with. So now we run into weight. Her weight. Her weight is, oh my God, I'm on Weight Watchers. She acquired shares in Weight Watchers, guys. She was making money. She hired Fergie, Duchess of York, to be the front woman. Remember that, guys? And then she's a spokesperson. She's gone into this regimen. She had doctors. She had experts for years coming on to say what she had to eat, what kind of poop you had, everything to support, because Oprah is such a degenerate that she will sell her dogs for money. Okay? She has no soul. So she has no soul, according to me. So it is actually very telling. So what happened now? She's grandstanding on the Weight Watchers on Weight Watchers stage. Oh no, I don't take pills. Huh! How dare you? I exercise. I do it the hard way. I don't take the easy way out. Because she was shaming people, saying if you take those pills, you're taking the easy way out. All along, herself taking it. So she could, get this, so she could eat and stuff her face from of apple pies and pig out on Thanksgiving, because it was around the time of Thanksgiving, and not gain the 8 pounds that she would gain. I understand, beautiful people, that some people, especially when we get at a certain age, you can't get rid of the weight as easily. So you have to be more careful on what you eat. You have to change your eating habits. You have to do the push away diet, which is push away from the table, push away from that plate of food. But no, Oprah wants to be able to eat an entire apple pie and take Ozempic. Now, without telling you the horrible side effects, I don't know if it was Ozempic or whichever it is, that she's taking those pills. She doesn't tell you of cancer, pancreatitis, how it makes you throw up, the diarrhea, how it stops your stomach from functioning in a lot of cases, how it may lead to death. No, because these drugs are not for weight loss. These are for diabetics. So I've received so many emails from people with diabetes who tell me, you know what? This medication, we're running out because all the elites are buying it. Oprah looks like E.T. Big head. And, she's like, it's incredible, guys. So she gets on that stage, still shaming people, knowing full well that she was not following the regimen of Weight Watchers. So she was committing fraud against Weight Watchers. She was defrauding the public on a massive scale by endorsing Weight Watchers program, knowing full well that she was not following it and taking weight loss medication. So suddenly we see Weight Watchers buy shares on the in the weight loss medication. They get into that pie too. But what happens is that there's a huge scandal because Oprah is caught in a lie. People now know somebody exposed the lie. She knew that it was a matter of time before she got caught. So what does Oprah do? What does Oprah do? Oh, I'm going to put a statement. Yes, I'm done with the shame. So she rephrases this in a way that what do you mean? Oh my God, they're shaming Oprah. That's why she didn't know. No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. She's a crook. She's a degenerate crook. And that School of Africa thing is going to come out too eventually. So, I mean, there's just too many scandals around Oprah, and she doesn't have the muscle anymore to shut everybody up. So she is about to be exposed. She knows it. So she puts out a PR thing saying, oh, I'm done with the shame. I am taking weight loss medication. I'm done it because, people have shamed me for years. It's been a struggle. Yeah, it's been a struggle because, listen, why don't you come here, Oprah, to Central America, Nicaragua, and I'll put you to work with the other people on the farm. When you actually do work and you eat what they eat, which is rice and beans and healthy foods, you'll be surprised how much weight you will lose when you're working at doing physical work with little food. If you have calorie deficit and you're working and you're very active physically, you will lose the weight because your body needs calories to put them on, even if you're in menopause. She is a pig because she's a billionaire who has access to chefs and stuff like that, and she wants to pig out. But anyways, going back to this thing. So she knows she's about to be exposed. So what does she do? She comes clean, and then she lies and says, oh, I gave away my shares. Bullshit. Absolute BS. She didn't give away those shares. She knows that Weight Watchers, there was a huge scandal coming their way. She knew it was a matter of time because what she did was defrauded the people who own stock at Weight Watchers. She was defrauding them when she said that she was following the Weight Watchers regime when that wasn't the case and she was taking medications. So she's trying to desperately avoid a criminal charge of fraud against the stockholders, of Weight Watchers. Because what she did was wrong. It's a criminal. It's crime. It's a crime. And it's not that I'm going to give them away. Oprah is a black billionaire who doesn't like to give one cent away unless she gets something back in return. So she's forced to give up. Of course, I am pretty sure that she was paid regular price, her shares, in exchange for no criminal prosecution, because what she did on that stage, when she got in September to say on that stage, I don't take the easy way out. I don't do medication for weight loss. I don't use weight loss medication. I'm following Weight Watchers. The stock for the weight loss suffered a little bit, not much. She's not Cristiano Ronaldo that, he moved the Coke and the stock went down like billions. They lost billions, like 4 billions or something like that. No, but it had some effect. So she was defrauding the stockholders of Weight Watchers. Make no mistake that what Oprah was doing on that stage was criminal. It's a crime. It's fraud. So she's forced to give up her shares in exchange, I believe, for no criminal prosecution. I still think that the shareholders of Weight Watchers shareholders should actively go after her, because that is horrible. So now she comes out, and what does she do on classical Oprah? She hires a bunch of experts and takes them to her show and tells you why it's good now to take those medications that just recently she was telling you were harmful and she would never do. Oh my God, I'm done with the shame. No, you were caught committing fraud. You were caught lying, woman. You were caught lying. And now you get a bunch of shameless experts to help you back up your lie. Weight loss medications have an incredibly harmful effect. effects. And you're taking away medication from people who need it, the diabetics. I mean, this woman doesn't read the room. She's begging donations for, and it's funny, she didn't even raise $5,000 in that donation thing for Maui. She's one of the biggest landowners of Maui, and she couldn't, I gave 10 million each. Yeah, but $10 million is a tax write-off, and she saves, I think, over 30 or 40 million by donating 10 million because it's offsets how much she's being charged for taxes. So it's a gain for her. This is why she didn't give more than that. And she was asking other people to donate. And she could have done it very quietly like many other celebrities did. So now she said, I took it. So what? You're shaming me for taking it? No, you were shaming others. And what is worse, these so-called experts, they didn't tell you that it's incredibly expensive. It's about $1,000. Because that drug, if you're not taking it for medicinal purposes, it is expensive. The side effects are brutal, guys, and they're not worth it. You do not look attractive. You end up with a huge head like Meghan Markle, like Oprah. Oprah looks like an alien. Oprah looks like an alien, big head. All sunken in. It's unnatural. You know what, Oprah? Do the push away diet and walk instead of being driven everywhere. You'll be surprised. Or come here and work in the fields here with me. You'll be surprised how much weight you lose healthily without having to worry about cancer, pancreatitis. Your stomach is unable to, it freezes the muscles in your stomach. So you can't process the food, and it's very deadly because then the food sits in the stomach and they can't distribute that. The vomiting, the diarrhea. Yeah. Come here and work with me in the fields, Oprah. And then we'll talk to see if you're going to be able to lose the weight. Because you're just such a huge fraud.